Hey guys, Crayfish Carl here. In celebration of the release of Droplet States of Matter, as well as the 20th anniversary of Crayfish Entertainment, more legacy games have been added to the Crayfish Entertainment website. Previously locked away on an old hard drive was a stash of multimedia fusion projects comprising of the very first games I ever created. From that drive, I chose the best and most complete ones, then took the time to clean them up to make them compatible with modern browsers. 9 of those games have been made available to play completely for free right now. Here's a list. Game for Mouse. First off, is a game about using your mouse cursor to navigate a maze without touching any obstacles. It's a short game with just 6 levels, and it puts your dexterity to the test. The faster you complete each level, the better your score. Helicopter. Next up is a game where you must use the mouse to control a turret. Protect your base from invading helicopters and parachuting soldiers. Aim for a high score. The Porpoise. Now we have a space shooter where you must last as long as you can against waves of enemies. If that sounds familiar, it's because I already remade this game back in 2014 as Porpoise Frenzy. I've since dug up the original 2005 version and made it available for everyone to enjoy. River Cannons. Next up is a 2-player game where you must control cannons on opposite sides of a river. Whoever lands a hit on the other player first wins. This game was originally created to experiment with pseudo 3D perspectives, but for a tech demo, it's quite fun. Keep in mind that there is no single-player mode in this game, but of course, if you so desire, you can still control both cannons at the same time and play against yourself. Talking Rusty. Now get ready for something a little eccentric. You can click on different buttons to make the cat Rusty say hilarious stuff. This is also one of my first games that have voice acting. Yes, the voiceovers you hear in the game are the original recordings from when I was 12 years old. I kept them in not only for authenticity, but also for maximum hilarity. Text adventure games. Next on the list is a bundle of 2 text-based choose-your-own-adventure stories with minimalistic graphics. When prompted with a situation, you must choose the right path or face your doom. If you complete both adventures, you'll get a nice surprise. The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle. Now we're getting into the larger scale games. In the 7th grade, I was assigned to do a book report on the novel of the same name by Avi. This game is what I turned in for that assignment, a side-scroller that loosely retells the book's plot with some additional creative liberties. It has the honor of being the first Crayfish Entertainment game with an in-depth narrative. Of all the legacy games, this one perhaps took the most effort to port. Due to differences in the physics engines between Multimedia Fusion 1.5 and the modern version of Clickteam Fusion, I had to rework significant parts of the game's internal architecture. I also replaced the original password system with a proper save feature so that it's much easier to pick up from where you left off. And by the way, yes, I got an A on that book report. Zackulback 2, Revenge of Luggsina. Another larger scale game is a direct sequel to the original Zackulback adventures. Immediately following its creation in the summer of 2005, I spent a few weeks expanding the ideas of the first game. It features additional platforming action, new environments, and even side-scroller shooting sections. Like the Charlotte Doyle game, this one took some extra effort due to the presence of a lot of physics bugs. I took the time to rework most of the code from the ground up to make it a more polished experience. Slideshow adventure games. And lastly, we have something completely different. After delving even deeper into my old hard drives, I rediscovered some games that predate even Zackulback adventures. Going back to March of 2005 are a pair of point-and-click adventure games made entirely with PowerPoint. Using the sound effects and graphics from the original slideshows, I recreated the games within Clickteam Fusion and bundled them both in one compilation. Given that my next big commercial release is likely years away, I thought a smaller scale project like this one would be an ideal way to hold you over. And not to mention, I still have plenty of other legacy games in that drive that can be tidied up for a potential public release. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy a look at some of my earliest work. Until next time, this is Crayfish Carl signing out.